It's on November 16th, 2018, and just in about the last hour, there's been a major update relating to some news speculation from a lot of major media sources that the U.S. was planning to prosecute Assange. U.S. saying that they're optimistic that it will prosecute Assange and get him to the U.S. People have been questioning if the U.S. has authority for this. A lot of people hoping that there could be an immunity deal or a pardon if they do, if they are able to go through with this. The DOJ, what they are saying they're doing now in the last hour, they are revealing that Assange has been charged already. So it seems it's no longer speculation. He has been charged, and this has been done in secret, and it was accidentally revealed through a mistake in a U.S. court filing from a different case. But they've just highlighted this. This case has just surfaced in the last hour. A couple of sources talking about this, and it was just earlier tonight that they were saying the DOJ was planning to bring these charges. I talked about this, the speculation about those charges. I won't do a recap of everything that I talked about, but there had also been a recent attempted break-in at Assange's residence at the Ecuadorian embassy as well. There's been speculation that Ecuador is possibly cooperating with the UK to then move Assange to the US. People are wondering, will they cooperate? Can the US actually bring him there? And what charges can they bring against him? Can they charge him really for just reporting on these leaks? They're saying he doesn't have the protection that U.S. Journalists, media companies would have. He's not protected by the same First Amendment rights for some reason. Seems unfair, most would say. But what charges specifically are they going to bring? They've talked about something under the Espionage Act, possibly. They're saying here, this is the update just from the last hour. They're saying that he's been criminally charged in secret. Julian Assange, major target of the investigation into Russia's interference in the 2016 U.S. election, has been criminally charged in secret. An apparent mistake in a court filing has indicated. The court filing submitted by U.S. authorities in an unrelated case has mentioned the existence of criminal charges against someone named Assange, even though he was not the name of the defendant in the case. Assange has been in the Ecuadorian embassy in London since seeking asylum in 2012, is considered a wanted man by U.S. law enforcement agencies after his controversial publication of classified documents. One of Assange's attorneys said it was a dangerous path for a democracy to take for a government to bring criminal charges against someone for publishing truthful information. He says of this most recent update as well, Assange, one of Assange's lawyers, has said that the news that criminal charges have apparently been filed against Mr. Assange is even more troubling than the haphazard manner in which that information has been revealed. It's been accidentally leaked, they say, and they do add that earlier this evening, a few hours ago, Wall Street Journal had reported that the U.S. was making preparations to prosecute Assange and was confident of being able to detain him and make him stand trial. Court filing written by U.S. Attorney Kellen Dwyer did not specify the nature of any charges against Assange. So this was the court filing where they revealed it. It does not specify the actual nature of charges. It was submitted to the federal court in the Eastern District of Virginia, which handles many cases involving national security. WikiLeaks under investigation by Robert Mueller, special counsel, for publishing emails from the Democratic Party, Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign. They say that the filing asked the court to seal the charges, meaning they are kept secret from public view. It argued that due to the sophistication of the defendant and the publicity surrounding the case, no other procedure is likely to keep confidential the fact that Assange has been charged. It later said the complaint, supporting affidavit, and arrest warrant, as well as this motion and the proposed order, would need to remain sealed until Assange is arrested, until he's arrested in connection with the charges in the criminal complaint, and can therefore no longer evade or avoid arrest spokesman for Justice Department, Virginia Eastern District, would not address the question of whether the document meant that Assange had already been charged by the U.S. Court filing was made in error. That was not intended. That was not the intended name for this filing, the spokesman said in an email. WikiLeaks has said on Twitter that the filing reveals existence of sealed charges or a draft for them against WikiLeaks publisher Julian Assange. Legal analysts have said that the error was likely to have been caused by prosecutors copying and pasting from sealed documents outlining charges against Assange. Prosecutors are known to copy text from past court filings to make similar arguments in new cases, typically changing names and other relevant details accordingly. Court filing was first noticed by a academic at Georgetown University, former U.S. official. It was filed in the case of one man. It was filed in the name of a different case that was submitted to the court in August and went unnoticed until now. So it does seem that he has been charged, and I guess the question is, there's a lot of alternate theories as to what's going on. Obviously, we haven't actually seen Assange. His internet had been shut down for a second time recently. Now for a few months, he's had very limited contact. He's only been able really to talk to his lawyers. So people have questioned, is he still at the embassy? Officially, he still is at the embassy. That's what they're officially saying. They're wondering, a number of governments would have to work together for him to be moved to the U.S. And then again, what specifically would they actually charge him on? If they do, hopefully, could they add to that an immunity deal or some kind of pardon? People would, for a lot of different reasons, like some kind of testimony from Assange. Even his supporters, obviously worried about this news of possible charges, but they possibly would like him to appear in a U.S. court just to give further testimony for a number of different reasons, to clear up his side of what happened with the DNC, Seth Rich, a number of other issues as well. Let me know what you think about this most recent news. I'll continue following this and update, obviously, as well. I have links to my Patreon and PayPal link in the video description, as well as a link to that article. Thank you, everybody that supports through there. A couple dollars makes a huge difference. Even patreon.com/realityreader, link in the description. Leave a comment. I'll follow up soon. Thank you.